What's going on, guys? I'm back. Last time I talked to y'all, I don't know if, by the way, the wind blowing, so if it is creating wind noise, I'm sorry. Anyway, the last time I talked to y'all was when I told y'all that I had just found out I had the pulmonary embolism, the blood clot. So since then, of course, we're back home. I'm out of the shed. Um, I've done some changes. I've been trying to diet for the past week or so, and so far it's so good. When I first found out, I weighed, the scale at the hospital was 478, 480, somewhere in that ballpark. My scale at home that morning that I went was at 480. It now says 468. So I'm down 12 pounds, which is pretty good, I think. I mean, it's just getting started because got a long way to go, but at the start. Anyway, so yeah, I talked to my doctor and was just like, there's so many people that have an opinion on how you should diet out there. Where do I need to start? Where to start? And she basically told me just to cut back and cut out some of the empty calories. So that's what I've been doing. I've been, trying not to drink as much tea, which is one of my huge empty calories. And just cutting back and making better choices and not getting seconds, first of all. Eating grilled stuff instead of fried stuff, yada yada yada. And then I've also been exercising, which we picked up some Apple Watches to track me and my wife. That way we could track calories. And when you get an Apple Watch and set it up with your phone, I don't know if they do it all the time or just right now, Apple offered 3 months free of Apple Fitness. And so I'm like, why not? It's 3 months free, might as well try it. They've got some really good beginner courses on like the HIIT training, like the high intensity interval training or whatever. I really liked it. It's weird to say because it's one of those things that what is it called? Roomba? No, not Roomba. That's a vacuum cleaner. Anyway, I like the dance video things. Anyway, it's one of those things like that. And I used to look at them and be like, that's weird. I would never do that. But now it's like, I burned like 400 and something calories in 20 minutes the other night, which, isn't a lot, but you do that twice a day and that's burning half the calories I'm eating a day. Anyway, so there's that. And then we were at Goodwill the other night and this they had a stationary bike. And I was looking at it because I'm like, if it's cheap enough, I might pick it up. And this little lady walked around the corner and she said, hey, do you live around here? And I'm like, yes, ma'am, I do. And she's like, well, I've got one of those and it belonged to my husband. He passed away in April and it's time for me to start getting rid of some of his stuff and kind of letting go. And I'm like, she's like, if you want it, you can have it. Just come get it. And I'm like, are you sure? And she said, yeah. And so I went and picked it up. It's sitting right here. I mean, it's an old one, but it gets the job done. I've been on it. I've had it for 3 or 4 days now. I've been on it the past few days, and I think wears you out quick. I mean, maybe being out of shape and having shortness of breath sometimes just doesn't help much, but I can only stay on that thing for about 5 minutes at a time before I get I'm done. So I've been doing 3 or 4 minutes in the mornings and 3 or 4 minutes in the afternoons, burning some calories on that, and then walking a lot. I've been doing anywhere from a half mile to a mile a day. Just depends on what else I'm doing. So yeah, now I just gotta keep it up. Gotta keep it up and keep it going, and work my way down. Because my goal is to lose as much weight as possible, as much weight as I'm possibly comfortable losing. And right now I've got my eyes set at 250. I want to get down to 250 pounds, which is losing about 230-ish pounds. So I got a long way to go, but I'm heading in the right direction. Anyway, that's it, guys. I just wanted to kind of give y'all an update on where everything stood, the weight loss journey, yada, yada, yada. I think I'm going to start doing weigh-ins once a day, like in a short, like a YouTube short. I think that's what I'm going to start doing, is just do that. And then try and make videos every so many days on different random things, what I'm doing. I want to get started on some woodworking stuff. There's a lot of stuff I want to build for our house, but it is a mess out there because since my grandpa passed, it has kind of become the catch-all for all of us. And it's partially because none of us like to go out there very much. Like, we go out there to get things or to move things, but we hadn't used any of the tools really since he's passed, or I hadn't. I'm the main one that likes doing the woodworking kind of stuff. My brothers do the mechanic stuff, which is all like in this shed that we're at now. And it's a mess. Yeah. You don't realize how much Papa forced them to clean their mess up until he's not here to make them clean their mess up. And anyway, but all right, guys, it's good to talk to y'all again. I'm gonna try and be a lot more regular with my videos. I hope if there's anybody out there that's in the same boat that I am, not blood clot, of course, because, oh, and speaking of blood clot, they've done a lot of blood work. Everything can come back like it should. It's nothing hereditary. It's just a fluke thing that ended up happening, I guess, weight and the way I was driving nonstop for hours and hours on end. Just so happened to I got one. But anyway, so don't drive hours and hours on end. If you drive more than 2 or 3 hours at a time, get out, walk 10, 15 minutes, stretch your legs, walk around, get your muscles pumping. It is not fun to have a blood clot and be on blood thinners because it's like, let's see here, it's 75 degrees out here and I'm cold. And I used to be hot at 75 degrees and I can't stand it. I can't stand the difference in temperatures. Like, it messes with you bad and you bruise easy. It's so stupid. But it is what it is. But anyway, guys, if there's anybody in the same boat needing to lose weight, join me. Ask me questions. I plan on losing a ton of weight. It's not just going to be lose a little bit and go on about my business kind of thing. I plan on losing it all. And it's going to take me some time. So hope you join me for the journey. And if you're in the same boat that I am and you need to lose some weight, join me. Just ask me questions if you need to ask questions. Holler at me. I'll support you the best that I can. You support me the best that you can. That's what we need. We need people to be with us and hold us accountable. That's what it takes sometimes. But all right, guys, I am going to hop on that bike for a minute and then I'm going to go for a walk. So y'all have a great day and I will talk to y'all later.